A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Haskins to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready? 10 logo. 53, Mike. All day. Shoot.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Gallman. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No chance. Hey, alert 3.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 or. Go.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tate. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Gallman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And Tate's got it. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Haskins from his own end zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
We know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
There he is.
Picked picked up by the Michigan.
The donut man. The donut man. Here he come. What's up, Mr. Donut? I need a dozen.
And a Giants touchdown.
Yeah, he ain't got no score right now. It's 23-0.
Roses
Who
to
we
add the
playing?
extra point.
But we're only in the second quarter, so we got a long way to go.
And the lead is now 24.
What's up, Eric? How you doing, man?
Who you playing down there?
Let me.
Hey, down there, who you playing?
We lost to the Cardinals today. I'm playing Washington
No.
Redskins right now. I'm playing
Who?
Dutch Johnson.
That's Charles. That's Charles. You got me winning
Another
it.
shot on offense following that pick six.
Would you
And now
think
it
Dutch
goes
Johnson's
away.
going to beat me?
Fielded on the back
I
line
don't
of the
know.
end zone.
I don't know. Maybe if you got one of those blue souped-up teams, he could beat me. Yeah, see, I started some shit.
That's what you do. Start shit.
That's it, because it is what it is. I look at it for what it is, man. I don't want things to be what I want them to be. I look at it for exactly what it is. And it is what it is.
Okay, I'm loading up now.
Oh, blue can't beat me unless he got a souped-up team.
Oh shit! Here we
Out there,
go.
ready for this next drive. The Redskins offense.
You know that.
They're
I
looking
know
to
that.
make a bit of a
It's
180.
okay.
They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going
That's
to
it.
lead
You
into
worry-
this patch.
Hey,
We need
you
you to
worry
get us
about-
back on
you worry
track
about
and
blue
get us going in the right
putting
No,
your
I'm
foot
not
in
worried
your
about
eye,
blue.
Your
I
calling
just like
plays
I
are
said-
messing
geared
with
to
blue.
them.
I said you worry about
Your plays all this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of
you
X,
worry about
Y,
you
and
worry about
Z,
blue
and see if we can
putting
move
foot in you,
forward.
but everybody
So
else
don't
put the
get
foot
too
in you.
cute. Go
Oh,
to
no, I'm not worried about nobody. Just like right now,
For the
Dutch Johnson's
Redskins as
supposed to
they
be
come up
putting the
first
foot in
and
me.
10
He ain't doing
at
nothing.
their own
He
46.
can't put his foot in nobody. He can't even put his foot on the floor.
First
Shit,
down
bro.
run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
He can't put his foot on the
It'll
floor.
be second
Hey, he was
down.
playing me. He had the red
You see
guy,
my
had the
playbook?
bag.
Yeah, he got the
jumped out on me.
Redskins. He got the Redskins.
He jumped out on me 14-0. I walked this
All
guy
right, I see
down.
yours.
He ain't scored no more.
He scored 14 points on you?
That's what he scored. He jumped out on me 14-0, and I walked him down, beating 31-14.
Throwing on second down. Haskins.
Thank you. Oh, that's not an
Got
interception.
tipped, kind of threw everything
Nah, I'm not
off.
gonna try to let
It
him
brings
score,
up
man.
third.
You gotta
I
let
hate
him
to
score,
sound
man.
really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory.
Why?
That it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate
So
to
we
see
got
that.
we got
We
a
can't-
rule
we
in
can't
here.
beat the
Very
zone.
negative, I know, but
Then
all these
it's his
first half
fault.
interceptions,
We got
it's
a
been
rule
tough
in
to
here, no
watch.
run to
Couldn't
score.
find a silver
I
lining
ain't got
in
to
this
win the
one.
score
Much more like
for him
we
not to score.
They
It's
come up to the line now,
21-24
facing a
zip.
3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Haskins.
Catch it. There you go. Interception.
Another interception.
Y'all don't pay me no
Like
mind.
I said, if he can't beat
I
the
like
zone, that's his
And
fault.
he's able to get it back
shit. A
here
lot of them can't beat the zone. What you talking about? Shit. You know
That's
it's his
their
fault.
fault.
He was trying to make
It's
something
our
happen,
fault.
but a little
It's all
too
our
risky.
fault.
Well,
You
the field
bad
tilted
luck.
on him. And what I
Well,
mean
I
by
could beat
that
his
is
zone,
what you
then
said,
come at
3rd
me.
and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first
Man,
down.
you can't beat no
Defensive
zone all kind of way. You might get some
situation.
openings in
They
there
took
sometimes.
advantage of the young
Yeah.
man right there.
That's all right. I got 8
He'll get
yards
a
on
nice
that
chunk
one.
there on the first
Y'all can
down
watch
run,
it,
and it's
broadcast
2nd
it.
and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to
I want
advancing the
to-
ball
Oh, you want to watch
downfield
Blue Dog
is
then?
success
Yeah,
on
Blue
first
Dog good.
down.
That's a
Huge
funny
Yeah,
one.
so if
difference,
you-
as we know,
if you
between
win at
2nd and
23-0, why we
and
wanna look at
2nd and
that?
8 and 9.
Yeah, you're right. 24
6
now. Why
yards
you
on
want to
that
watch
last
it?
I
play.
don't wanna
Here's
see that.
2nd and 4.
Hey, switch gears, switch 61, matchbox lights.
Now Jones.
Hey, my brother, leave him alone now.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Showed that brute strength, but it's still be
Who you
stopped short
playing?
midfield.
Who you playing, man?
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
You got the Texans in there
2
too?
minutes remaining in this first half
And then
of football.
beating the taste right out your mouth.
You.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
what the hell is either one of them doing? everybody parting ball fall on the ground.
On third down, Berkeley. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
I got a holding penalty. You going to
So
accept
this will
it?
be accepted as it moves the offense
You going to do
backwards.
another play? I'm at my 39, 57.
The serving don't look like itself, man. It don't look like saying one. I know.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Oh, that's what it is. He body like myself. He body like me. We got the fleeted team.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Five.
Now
Damn.
Jones throwing on third and long. Wide open receiver
Who
complete.
picked up a good,
Who watching this,
picked up a good corner. I tell you, anybody want to watch that Donzo? That was a cheap-ass game. Anybody want to watch that?
Result, 21 yards.
Yeah, he picked up Pearson, yeah. Damn right it was.
Come on, dead man. Now you know when he saw me on the calendar, he said this is an easy win for him. He said this is an easy win for him. Like Eric, right? Eric, when you see me, you're like, this is an easy win for you, right?
Here's Gallman.
Yeah.
Get him down after
Not Doug Johnson right now.
Second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still,
Hey.
gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last
When
play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
On second down, here's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a third down.
down. 18 Gator. Check 53 is mine.
Looking to throw. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 23.
Let's go for Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, Giants. Yeah, he's not going to score so far.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at
Oh,
REA
that was
Sports
third.
Halftime
See, I
Report.
could have
Coach.
scored before halftime. I thought it was going. Shit, my bad.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, we ain't taking my
That's
chance
Philly in
running
the
across the
end
field,
zone.
throwing that mother back across there like that.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I think I just ran out of bounds somewhere before I did it. You got to see over there. You can't even see over there.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that
That
first
play
down,
was
one to forget
designed
really on
shit.
both sides of the
They
ball.
playing
They got to
on
find
the
some
ground,
way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down
Yeah,
big
he sure
right
did,
now.
man.
So as
Throwing
you
across there,
mentioned,
he
trying
couldn't
to
see
find
who
something to
over there.
string together, get some
He probably-
consistency,
he probably knew-
something sustained.
Yeah, he probably knew
Maybe
who-
calm their
he
whole
probably
team
knew who was
down
over there, but he
and
couldn't
find
see
a way
him.
to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a man open down the middle
I
of
didn't
the
see who it
field.
was.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Haskins hit.
Oh, give me the ball.
They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you...
And Peterson,
Fumbleiski, got it. My ball.
The 20, 10,
My ball, touchdown, Giants.
into the end zone for a Giant TD. huge play by the defense.
Yeah, I
not
know.
only
We
to
got
force
beat
the
up by the
fumble,
Cardinals
obviously,
today.
but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who
That's
plays
all right. I'll
offense,
take it out
but isn't
on
it fun to
Washington
see how
right
the
now,
defense
though.
rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well
Lucky you're not
usually.
playing me.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead
Oh,
will
yeah, I'm
swell
going to get some
by one
linebackers,
more.
some linemen this draft. I'm trying to make a trade, though. I'm going to see what people want, but, you know, they're trying to fleece me for my free safety. He ain't going nowhere.
They don't score. They don't score. It's 14 and nothing.
Peppers. They don't want them
So
on
here's
wide
the
receivers.
kickoff
They
now
don't
as he'll
want
get it
Tate
again
or
following
Shepard.
that fumble return for a score.
You know,
That'll be taken in the
you ain't
end
giving
zone.
up a first for him, though.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply
Hell
taken
no,
a
he
knee,
getting no
and that's the
first point.
25-yard line.
Well, he's a first rounder. In my eyes, he was a second-round pick. We picked him up second round, so I'm
Well,
not getting nothing
long as he-
less than that.
As long as he with you, he can be anything he want to be in your eyes.
That's right.
Out there ready for this next drive, the
no, you
Redskins
got some nice
offense.
receivers.
And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear it.
I don't understand why the
coaches from all the way
Redskins
up here,
released
they were
them anyway.
adamant,
They
"You
got no
got to
receiver,
hold
then
on
you
to the
gonna
football, or else we have no
gonna
hope."
release
Yeah, it's easy for me to
a
laugh
good
sitting up
receiver.
here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been
Oh.
received a whole different way. Because
Yeah.
turnovers,
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. B.J. Hill, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
They need to hung a lot 3 in a row. They need to hung.
Really in a hole here. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative
I'm
plays.
telling you like it goes.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long.
It's on, but you got rerun.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started.
What
You
is that?
just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Man, they ain't shooting no ghost. Ghost must start
Still
moving.
just
He
the
ain't
third
shooting.
quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
I'll be glad when somebody get him.
Now it's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably.
He
it
hard
doesn't
on his
pay
mama
off.
and daddy.
And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Yeah. Because he think he got more sense than anybody else. They're trying to
On the toss, there goes Gallman. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge?
Damn, that was a touchdown too, boy. That man was blocking your arm for over there.
Football. If they do that,
That's touchdown. He
that's
catch
the
that.
result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Who you playing, Chris?
Another
with the
mistake
flag.
here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more.
Hey, beat him like he stole something, please.
Call nowadays,
Oh,
but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right.
dead, man.
They
I'm beating
took
like
out
he
of their
stole something
hands,
over here,
having to
man.
wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a
Oh,
lot
y'all
easier.
kicked me
You
out
see
already?
it, you call it.
All
He
right.
said y'all kicked me out already.
I'm lucky I made it
Now
this
it's
long
1st
without
and
blue
10.
kicking
A
me
big
out yet.
mistake, especially when you factor in the
Right back to
personal
that
foul
shit.
yardage. On the ground, it's going
That's some
again.
dangerous plays right there, man.
And he'll be
Face
brought
mask.
down somewhat
Yo, why your
awkwardly
face
here,
masking
and a
so
late
much, man?
flag as well.
Yo, Blue,
I
you
think
gotta
this
cut
one's going to
that
be a
down.
face mask. Charles, did I just hear that
That's
right?
3
They
face masks in a
declined the
row.
personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself,
Eric,
did I just hear
you
that
can't beat
correctly,
me.
that you
Shut up.
declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
That's all he
Because
knows.
they
Somebody
had
can't
to,
beat
because
him.
you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and
I know
every
who
time.
I'm talking to. That man, you can't beat me either.
Shit,
You got
yeah,
lucky
that's a
once
lot.
or
I know-
twice. But you can't
Man, I
beat
ain't
me on a
getting lucky.
regular basis.
If
Now
I
they
get
face
a
a
full
2nd and 6
Redskin
after the
team,
penalty.
your ass in trouble.
Oh, man, listen.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Man, no. Ain't nobody fool with Donzo tonight, man. Send me ready to put them on bed in a minute.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Yeah, I'll just win this game right now. Keep them out front.
And a first down.
You can't keep your mouth shut. I don't believe you know how to keep your mouth shut.
This game is about patience, isn't it?
Nah, especially when it's injustice and y'all just sit there like puppets.
That may get him going.
I was just gonna say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
my whole team
there.
hurt.
Just one
So
big carry
I
away
just keep releasing
from busting
people.
this open. That's a
Don't
good
feel
story.
bad. I had a list here with 18 people on it. That's what I did. I wrote them all down. The ones that were hurt, I wrote them down.
You gotta write them all down. That's what I do. Write them down.
And what I do when I start playing, I release them. Then when I get through, I go put them back up for the next game. Then I release them again. That way I don't get them lost.
Behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal.
Oh, Lord. I wish I had a tight end. I have 2 of my tight ends, Davis and Reed, gone. I got nobody with sprinkle. I got another sprinkle. I might get me a kick and sprinkle him on there.
Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year.
Well, you're mad at me because I'm picking on
you? When Reed got hurt, I didn't have the 2 anyway, so I went to the bottom and got one. I done had him since the season started. So when Reed,
you know that, right?
Reed ain't played but 1 or 2 games, one game, I think.
Successfully for a touchdown.
And Davis been out for the last 2 games, so I don't know, man. I might have to keep him.
The hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take this up
Who you said, Matt?
20
You said Matt Ron
at
hurt
the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I saw him limping off there. Yeah.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great
boy, they run for that damn blitz. Blue killing him with that blitz, boy. That mother coming right out the middle of that field, man.
The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Killing him, man.
Caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey,
I don't care who it is. Look at that man.
Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
He might have to go to the park and get a bench or something, put there, stop him.
And start and rebuild that confidence.
Look, he just read it right up the middle.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
They ain't that bad, 35. Ain't that about
2nd and
52.
10 now, Haskins. And the giant rush gets
talk like this,
down he
something.
goes.
Put out your count. For 30, you had 17 to whatever up there. You throw no football. Come on, man.
They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6.
You ought to be good at 63. I wish I could hit a 63.
Real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it. He's having himself a game.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And take it right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Damn, that's a long way, boy.
Yeah, that's probably me. I remember somebody trying to do a 67 on me. Came up just a tad short.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score.
See, that's one thing I don't like. That man got intercepted and went down and nobody touched him, and he couldn't run.
Accordingly, because
look, if nobody touched him, why can't he get up and run?
You know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on. In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Come on, really?
Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Second down and 19. Ooh-wee.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Watch that in, tight end's right. They go.
Jones now operating from the gun. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on. Hey, Orbit. Mike 51. Mike 51. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
That motherfucker ready to kick a damn man. Look, he ready to kick a 64 now.
It's intercepted. Kicked off around the 41.
Yeah.
And they will set up shop at their own
41-yard
line.
I threw an interception. I didn't make it.
Man, it was. Damn. That was 45. Man, whatever.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man, look.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Come on, man.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter.
The announcers calling this game a blowout.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
I know.
To Thompson on the draw. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, a run with Thompson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
I didn't hear your question.
Here we go.
Oh, 38-0. That's all right.
Man, them Redskins not that bad. Not in the second franchise, because you got everybody. So this is worth a damn.
Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Them Redskins, man, they're nice. That's a nice team, man. You got the whole squad.
First down. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room.
I'm beating up on the Redskins right now.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It wouldn't matter.
It would matter if I had him, because I ain't had nobody hurt.
Peterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody be hurt.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Just like me, nobody hurt.
I'll try to get him, but Charles took him before I could get him. And I asked him, could I have him, and he take the bag. Now I'm not going to let you have him. Now he getting killed with him over there.
Down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of those you like to blitz even on rundowns.
I'm 4-0 with them Bears.
It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A 10th carry now for Peterson.
I just don't like the bad play, but I'll find something wrong with it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I can't stand that, man. I was looking for plays. I was playing Texas down. I was nervous I couldn't find a play I liked. So I had to make up some shit. I had to move this one around here, move that over there. Oh, Lord.
I'm going to tackle this guy.
It worked. I beat him.
You're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line
yeah, they got nice. Now, the defense is nice. I like the defense, but that offense, ooh.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown.
Watch him score the touchdown.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
I couldn't blink him.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Well,
not very nice, is it?
No.
They might make a big difference.
They haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
When you start a game over like that, man, you have a connection foul, man, you can get off waiting next day.
We'll be back after this.
Yeah, it do make a difference.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Shit, he couldn't even move the ball on Blue a while ago. I mean, Blue was killing that ball, man.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference, man.
Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there.
Look at that.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang down the field shoulder.
That man couldn't even get to the ball. But I guess both of them had right to the ball, though. You're right about that.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 50.
Go now, 50, plant. Mike, get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
That one looks like he'll throw
here. Blue desperate now. He's going for fourth down.
The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. They come out here in the eye.
General West. Watch the ship. Go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will get
touchdown,
into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase.
So that means the Seahawks is an all-star team.
He tries to negotiate a new contract
99 across the board, right?
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Yep, okay.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
That's a cheating team. They'll just
this
allow
will be
it
fielded on the
because
back line of the end zone.
How can you get rewarded if you're the person posing the questions to get the answers from everybody? And since you're giving out the question, you already know the answer, so you already give yourself the
Redskins
point.
offense.
Really?
They lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
He'll kick me out
and
in a
the coach
minute.
called a running play.
I told you a while ago you couldn't keep your mouth closed.
I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build
Come on,
Get
Dead Man. You
done.
know me,
And
man.
then
I'm
look
gonna
at
talk
that
I
about
think you
what
roll
it
through
is.
that much, Chloe. You got to talk.
They go with Thompson again. And that didn't fool
And you know what?
anybody. He's
I'm
be
gonna
dropped
play
in the
it in
backfield.
franchise too.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings
As
up
soon as
third
they kick me
down.
out of franchise one,
Seems
that's
pretty
cool. I'm
obvious
gonna play the
defensively a
franchise
key
too.
was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it
Hey,
seems
yeah, I
that
mean,
these
you
guys
got a
really
right
did
to
a
your
nice job of
opinion.
paying
You're
attention
not
during
doing
the
nothing
scouting
wrong.
report
I
meeting.
got a
Everybody
right to
got
my
an opinion.
opinion. It's
Those
what it
Yeah.
is.
the top
Look
plays
at
that
it.
these guys
Am I
like to
wrong?
run. Best
Please tell
runs
me
for
I'm
the
wrong
top
with what I'm
running back.
saying.
Those are the
Yeah.
ones you focus on and
I
want
mean,
to
you
take
got a
away.
right to speak
And
your
they've done that
mind. I
pretty
mean, you ain't
All
hurt
successfully.
right,
nobody.
thank you. I'm as long as I'm not lying, we
One
good.
final shot for Haskins. They'll roll him out right, and that will be incomplete.
Because I'm eating the dog doodle while the Dutch Johnson.
Game.
Oh, this game is over.
Offensive
Doug
explosion
Johnson game's
helped
over.
leading
Good game,
them to
Doug
victory,
Johnson.
and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,
Oh,
put
you're in
those
here
points
too?
up
You're in the
every week,
room?
we'll just keep
What,
winning.
what
Yo,
was
damn
score
it, how
down
come you
though?
didn't tell me he was in here, man?
It makes their job that much easier.
Who,
when
Dutch
they're
Johnson?
scoring that many
Yeah, and I was
points,
talking bad
allows
about
them
him,
to play
man, and
with
he's
a
sitting here
totally
listening
different
to me,
style and a
man.
different
I'm
Well,
sorry.
now he know who you is.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1
How bad-
with
how
a win
bad-
here.
how bad you
and
beat
they'll
them?
get to stay
45
home
to 7.
again next week. Meanwhile, for the
Damn,
Redskins,
you put your foot all
they'll
in
drop
here.
down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem
You might not get
themselves
find. You
at
might not can
home
find that boot you
next
put up
week.
there.
Well, he my
So
division,
for
so
Charles
you know,
Davis and our
I gotta
entire
let my
crew,
division know
I'm
that.
Brandon
You
Gunn.
know.
Next game, guess what? Charles
That's
and I
your
will be
division,
here
huh?
again.
Yeah,
It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh yeah, it'll be the same result. Look
It'll
at
be
your
90
quarterback
points.
rating, 8.6. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully I get my stuff together by then too. Nah, I can't do that part.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, there go Blue. What's up, Blue? Oh, he got me muted? He hate me that much? Oh, yeah, that's
Damn,
right.
there was a turbo intercept. He jumped on top of him and got that. What's that? No, oh. He climbed up on the man down back and got it. Damn, they're doing what they want to do to Blue Dog now. They climbing all up his back. Man, look.
Catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle.
So that game will go out right now, Blue will win.
We ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't
Yeah, Blue would win because 20 to it'd be 20 to 19. Now, damn, he don't went up on him. I don't know. Oh, Charles Johnson, Duke Greta get him. What you do? You got your team. You got your team right. Oh, Greg said you better don't. Somebody else can get.
That's right. Tell him, go check.
Help the man out here. Help him out here. Help him out. God damn, that mother gone.
That's Giants talking too. You can check my shit too. I can cut the broadcast off now.